All right, so hello and welcome to the first course outline. All right, so I'm not a very serious kind of person. All right, so I just want to teach you what I know and what I think is vital for you. Some of you are new traders, some of you have been trading before, and I just want to make this information known to a lot of people who are traders or those who are new to trading. There are a lot of things that I'm going to be making known to you in this course. I did this course and tried as much as possible not to make it expensive so that people can get it. And if you go to the course and you don't enjoy it, you don't like it, there is going to be a money back guarantee. So I'm going to be giving you back the money that you paid for the course. So the idea behind it is that you are able to learn the many things that I have known in my trading journey. So I've been trading for a period of around 5 years now, and a lot of experiences that I have, from trading strategies to trading psychology to risk management. I'm really trying as much as possible to let these things known to you. I know trading takes a lot of time to master, but I can help you shorten your journey by giving you the most important information and the vital information that you are going to make the most of. All right, so let's get started and grab your pen, grab your notebook. This is not some entertainment video. It's a very critical video, and for those people who are willing to change their finances and have some level of income coming in. Now, I'm not promising you that you're going to be making money every single day from the day that you learned or the day you got this video. The one thing I'm promising you is that you're going to be better than a majority of the traders who are out there. All right, so you're going to learn a lot of stuff, a lot of things. So let's get started on the first, will I call it the module? Yes, so let's get started on that. So to the next. All right, so you can see my screen. Today I'm going to be sharing something very important. I will be sharing how to make use of the trading platform. If you are new to trading, this is very important for you. But if you have been trading for quite a while now, um, if you have been trading for quite a while now, then this is not very necessary for you. This is the basics of trading. So I'm just going to be showing you how to make use of the trading platform. That's the trading view platform. Very easy, very simple. And just showing you a few steps that will be very vital in your trading journey and your analyzing trades as well as your executing the same. All right, so let's get started. Waiting for network, Nigeria. Amazing. All right, so let's get started. So this is tradingview.com. You can also have it on your mobile device. So you can have it on your mobile device. You can make use of it on um, your laptop, your system, your computer. All right, so we're going to be analyzing a few trades. But before then, I'm just going to show you how to make use of these tools. Now, afterwards, we're going to go to how to read the charts, how to manage risk, and then we talk about a little bit about psychology. I know the information I'm going to be giving to you is quite large, but just take your time. I'll try as much as possible not to make this video long. I know that in our generation today, there are not so many people who are interested in having, learning too many things. Just go straight to the point. Don't waste our time. All right, I'm going to be doing that. So don't be hasty. All right, just take your time and learn what I'll be making you to. All right, so we are using start to wait for network. Yeah. All right, we are on. Oh, this is very slow. Okay. Now, the first thing that you would see, now this is a chart. All right. I've been able to customize this for myself. All right. Now, because I don't want to talk about too many stuffs, you can go online and check out for how to customize your trading view account, if that is fair for you. But customizing your trading view account does not equate to making money from trading. They are not the same. All right. The fact that your chart is looking beautiful does not mean that you're going to make money from trading. So I'm just going to be teaching you the very simple things, the basic stuff that you need to know. All right. So the tools that are important or are vital, in my opinion, there are not so many. All right. Just a few of them. All right. So this is SPX. So let's make use of a pair like Euro AUD. Okay, now this is the Euro AUD pair. All right, so the Euro against the Australian dollar, that's what we have here. All right, so we are going to be making use of three different tools. Yeah, three different tools. I'm going to be explaining how to make use of them because that's what we are going to be using primarily. That's what I'm going to be making use of to teach you the things I'm going to be making known to you. All right, so this is the first. It's called the trend line tool. The trend line tool is a very easy tool. All you have to do is to click on the trend line, which is this. I think let me zoom in so that you can see. Right, so you see that there is a trend line tool. So all you have to do, the trend line tool allows you to determine the direction of the market's trend. All right, it can help you or it can tell you or give you an insight to where the market is headed. Does not automatically mean that when you draw a trend line, the market will follow your trend line. You're not the magician. The market will always do what it wants to do. Nevertheless, a trend line will give you an idea of what the market is doing or what the market intends to do. All right. So one of the things I tell my students is that even though the trend line can help you determine the direction of the market, it's very important that you don't have a high expectation of what a trend line can do for you so that you don't fall into the psychological trap of expecting a trend line to always go in your favor because sometimes it does not. So I'm going to be teaching you that when I talk about risk management and talk about psychology. All right, so this is a trend line. So what you want to do is to click on the screen. Once you click on the icon, you see the icon is showing blue right there. And then you want to drag your trend line to points. All right. So you see that we have a point at this point. We have another point here. We have another point here. So where you see the market touch a point right there, touch another point, and touches another point right there. You want to draw your trend line. So basically, what a trend line does is that it allows you to draw a trend or to your allows you to follow a trend. All right. So you find a particular point, you see another point, and then you see another point. You want to draw those points together. That will allow you to see where the market is headed. All right. Because if the market keeps on moving in a particular direction, the only best thing that you can do or the smart thing that you can do at such points is to follow the market's direction. So you want to know where is this market going? Is it going up or is it going down? So the trend line allows you to be able to make use of this or to be able to trade along with the market. If you are new to trading or you have been trading for quite a while and you have been doing your research, doing your due diligence, you will find out that there's a common quote in the trading industry that says, trade along with the trend. All right. So a trend line allows that to become a reality. Okay. All right. So let's get to the next. We see that's the trend line. We had a touch at this point. We had a touch at this point. We also had a touch at this point. All right. So for this, we had a touch here, we had another touch here, right? We had a touch at this point. The candlestick touched this point, came down, also touched that point, and then we started making that progress to the downside. So if we see a push upwards, if we see a push upwards, then we are likely going to come down, all right, because that trend line acts as a resistance zone. The resistance is above, the support is below. All right, so we have a support right there. The support, the trend line acting as a support, trend line acting as a resistance. All right, so if I clear out this line, I can also draw another right here. All right, so you see the market making that move up, down, moved up, even though it did not reach towards that top there, and started moving to the downside. All right, so that's how you draw a trend line. You make sure that your trend line, okay, this is a rectangle. All right, I'll show you how to make it a rectangle. So it touched that point right there. It came to this point, touched that point, came to this point, touched that point, and moved upwards. Touched that point and broke out from that right there. All right. So that's how you draw a trend line basically. You want to touch at least 3 points. We have 1 here, we have 2 here, we have 3 here. So we see the market touch that point, touch this point here, touch this point, started making that push to the downside. Okay, so the market is always doing that. So what I would want you to do after seeing this video, just go on your TradingView, type tradingview.com, and then I've logged in to my TradingView. So if you are new to TradingView, then you may have to register, sign in, and then these tools will be made available to you. So this line here is a trend line tool, and that's what you're going to be making use of to draw your trend line. So do well to practice this particular stuff. All right. Look for points where you see the market is going up. You want to draw a trend line. Just look for a way to draw a trend line. It might not be easy for you at first, but when you keep on practicing, you are able to see spaces or areas where trend lines upwards, downwards, just keep on drawing trend lines. All right. So once you're able to practice this and you're able to see for yourself where the market is going, the direction of the market, then you're ready to get into the next step. All right. So that's for trend lines. So let's go to the next. Let's go to the next. Now, the next is rectangle. Now, rectangle is quite different from trend line. Trend line allows you to draw a market or support, a support zone. This is a support zone. All right. The support zone is always below. The resistance zone is always above. So a resistance resisting from the top, a support is below. So just imagine you are standing on the floor, you're standing on the ground, and then the ground is your support. All right. It's supporting your weight. But if you try to jump off the ceiling, the roof becomes the resistance. So any trend line that you draw above becomes a resistance. Any trend line that you draw below becomes a support. So use your eyes and check out, support trend lines and resistance trend lines. All right. Now, for it to be easy, I know using the candlesticks, which is the default mode for every trading view. In fact, all trading charts have the default mode of the candlestick. So if you want to make it a little easy, you can make use of the line chart. The line chart, just click on, you see a small space here, click on yes, just click downwards. You see candlesticks, hollow candles, volume candles. You see different kinds of candles. So, all right, so you want to click on line. So line charts will show you the charts in an easy way. So instead of looking at candlesticks, you can easily see it through line charts. So you can see it's easy to draw a trend line using the line charts than drawing with a candlestick. All right, so you can draw this right there. A touch here, another touch, another touch. All right, if you move it to a candlestick, you will notice that it's quite easy to draw a trend line using a what they call it, a line chart. So you can always move to a line chart if you are not very comfortable with your candlestick. All right, but the candlestick is quite important if you want to just learn how to draw the trend line. All right, to draw your trend line or easily find the direction of the market. A line chart is the easiest way to do that, and I advise that you make use of the line chart. All right. So with time, you can get comfortable understanding how the trend works using the candlestick chart. All right, so let's get straight to the next one. The next one is the support. So using the rectangle tool. Now, the rectangle tool should be around the geometric shape right there. Geometric shapes. So you click on it, you see a rectangle right there. Now, the rectangle allows you to draw a support, a straight line. All right. So some people make use of a trend line, basically just a trend line, and they just draw a trend line straight like that. All right. But a support zone is a little different because it's called a zone, not just a line. It's a zone. So you want to draw a zone here because the market does not, candlesticks don't automatically touch a point and then jump out of it. They stay around that point for quite a while. Sometimes they can even break out of that point. Like, let me explain that. You can see something like, sorry. You can see something like this is the support zone. You notice that it bounced off that point, came back to that point and bounced off. Sometimes you can do something like this and bounce off it. All right. At this point, you see that it did not really respect that area. All right. So you want to be sure that your area is like a zone. All right, giving enough of room for the market or for the candlestick to bounce off a particular space. Okay, so just like trend line, the rectangle allows you to be able to see where the market is being resisted or where the market has the potential of bouncing off. All right, so it takes a lot of time for your eyes to see this. Okay, but once you practice, after seeing this video, just take your time. Don't be in a haste to watch the next video. Just learn to draw the trend line, right? Join one or two points together, just like I'm doing here. Join these points together right there. All right, so you see we touch that point, touch this point, touch that point, and push a little lower. All right, so that is how you are able to draw a trend line. All right, for the rectangle, we have example of the rectangle right there. So we have rectangle, which is the resistance. You see, it came to that point, came down, came to that point, came down, went up, and went a little higher than our zone, and then push lower. All right. So we're going to be explaining this, why it pushed higher than the resistance zone. I'm going to be explaining that. But before that time, you'll have to understand how to draw trend lines and then making use of the rectangle line. All right. So we see the rectangle right there, and then we also see this, the trend line right there. All right. So you must be able to learn how to draw this. This is the basic and the foundation for every trading analysis and any trading execution. You want to tell what is the market doing? Is it going up? Is it going down based on trending? So when the market is in a support zone, which is down, if it is down, which is a support, you want to look forward to buying. If it is in a resistance, which is above, you want to look forward to selling. So don't forget, up, you're looking forward to sell. Down, you're looking forward to buy. But don't just buy because it's down, don't just sell because it's up. There are a lot of factors that you have to consider before you buy or sell. So I'm going to be teaching you that probably in the next video or the video after the next video. All right, so let's draw some other lines. So we see right there. Okay, that's it. Trend line bounced off this point, came off that point, came off that point. You see how it's doing that. All right. You can also see this is a resistance zone right there. All right. So I've been trading for quite a while. It's almost very easy for me to see that. That's it. And the support zone or that's a resistance zone. It's always doing that every time, every day. So you see that. Okay, we have that right there. We also have this right there. Okay. So keep on learning how to draw these lines, rectangle, trend lines, just keep on learning it. Okay, I think that's it for it. Easy and simple. Easy and simple. This one is easier. But then we are going to be going into some really deep stuffs afterwards and why a lot of traders complain that trading is quite difficult. If it were this easy, a lot of traders would be making money, but it's not as easy as just drawing trend lines and drawing rectangles. It's way more than that. All right. So keep on learning how to draw trend lines, how to draw your support and draw your resistance. And I'm going to see you in the next video. So those are the two major tools that you will be needing to support, which is the rectangle, and then you will be making your trend. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.